gentlemen, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fawkes.
Mr. Neon Fawkes, we are here with also Mr. Neon Nox. So
yes.
That is Neon Nox and Neon Fawkes in socks. The State of Synth is what we're doing here tonight, so fantastic.
Hello, Mr. Nox.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me. Really excited to be here.
I just want to do Dr. Seuss like all night long. Can I just do like Dr. Seuss soliloquies? Because that would be fantastic.
Boy, this is gonna devolve into something.
I mean, it already did. I had a whole other like show opener, and then like the minute I said Mr. Fawkes, it just started to make me giggle, and you know, like I like to go with the things that make me laugh. So,
how often do you hear like someone say to you, what did Fox say?
Yeah, never actually. You're the first.
Oh my God, I'm gonna make that into. I love that.
Yeah. Make a synthwave version of that.
Oh my
Right?
God! Does anyone know a producer? We could probably
I'm sure Dictum will. Or
we
no,
can make
Turbo Knight will do it, and he'll do it in like 5 seconds.
He'll do it before you're even done, like phrasing the question. He's like, and what about this?
He's mastering it right now.
Right?
I love this. I find it just astounding that we have had so many people on the show and we have known you for so long. I mean, we probably have known each other since 2016, I think, maybe.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
And we've never had you on the show. Like, I was like racking my brain. I'm like, surely we've had Neon Nox on the show. And I'm like, no.
Nope.
And I was like, we gotta put a stop to this.
And I always lurking on the Discord too. You know, like we always chat about something, and it's like, oh yeah,
absolutely.
You know what? I mentioned in my post like one of the OGs of synthwave, and I always say that because when I discovered synthwave in like 2016. And you know, I went on to Spotify and I started, like everyone, you start building your own Spotify synthwave playlist, and you know, you start adding the usuals, the gunships, the midnight, you know, some pilot,
Mitch Murder,
Murder, and then you look at the bottom and Spotify has suggestions, and it's always like artists like you are some of the first Spotify suggests. So like one of your tracks tonight that we're gonna play, the one with Power Nerd, Twisted Getaway.
Oh yeah.
That was like suggested to me way back in 2016, 2017, and it was like on my massive Spotify playlist. I was so proud of it. Best music, best of the best.
I use that like a lot of times. I'll do, well, not anymore because I'm just lazy, but every now and then I'll do a mix on Night Ride FM, and I always end up gravitating to that track. I'm trying to figure out what key it is. It's in a really nice key. There's certain keys that are just really, I like 2C or whatever. I know I'm talking geek speak to people, but this is Camelot scale for us DJ people.
DJs, yeah.
Well, you're a DJ
scale.
too, right, Mr. Nox? Can we call you Lucas?
Yeah, totally.
All right. You DJ as well, right?
Well, I did a lot. I did. Actually, everything started for me being a DJ because my father owned a nightclub when I was young.
Oh.
So he kind of introduced me to kind of like DJ kind of culture, and
Nice.
I always kind of met his DJs and things like that.
So you probably know what a Yuri is. Do you know what a Yuri is?
Yuri?
The Yuri mixer? The Yuri mixer was the one, it was like, it's all knobs. Everything's knobs, and that's like old school DJing.
Yep. No, he didn't have that. It was like, you know, the Behringer stuff in his in his club. So, and I mean, I started DJing like 20 years ago now. I think 20.
With those things called vinyl. I think that's what they were called.
Yeah, with the vinyl.
Exactly.
And you know, I always been spinning mostly the house music across, you know, Sweden and Europe. And
nice.
I just loved, you know, the energy of DJ gigs. It was, you know, so good. Like seeing people dancing to kind of music that's not popular and it's not known. They just been vibing to the music. And that kind of get me, like, you know, really deep into DJing. And yeah, I started with the vinyl,
Nice.
And it was hustle, just going to the vinyl shops and meeting all the peoples and buying vinyls for lunch money, really. So, but yeah, it's how it really started.
Yeah, it's a love, it's a passion, and I'm sure
Yeah.
the producing kind of came right along with it. We definitely want to dive into all of that. I feel like we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I know we have a couple of housekeeping things per se. To kick
Well,
us
first of all, I
off
want
here.
to remind our listeners we are live. So if you're tuned in to the Night Ride IRC on nightride.fm, or if you're tuned in to YouTube, pop into the chats and say hi, because I'm taking names.
Taking names, taking numbers.
Yep, I'll be shouting out. So let's get some shout outs started. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've already got a pretty hoofing bunch of people. Yeah.
Nice. I like. Is that a Canadian word? Hoofing?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice. Can I steal
Fin
that?
and Tuffing.
You're right. So let's see. We got so one of the first tracks we're gonna hear tonight is from this artist who's in the chat, Signal Void,
Hey, nice.
fellow Ontarian who lives with me here in Canada. We've also got our friend Bisterian from Poland. We got Data, spelled with an 8.
Data.
Beal Seals in the house. Impulsor. We've got Craig Packman from Perth. Yeah, g'day. And we got Baby Commando. Boop is in the house.
Boop.
Pale Vision. Computer M. And our AI overlord Z, who
Hey.
kindly fixed our archives website.
Yes, he did kindly fix the archives. It was down a little bit earlier, but I think the recording was still
Yeah,
good.
the recording gets written to disk. It's just the site was not up to browse.
Yeah, so everybody that was nervous that they missed Karin's show should be just happy. Speaking of shows, before we play the
Wait,
Signal
one more
Void track-
shout out.
Oh,
Nightify's in the house too.
oh, Nightify, nice.
Oh, and Jeff Creature. Oh,
Jeff
God, I
Creature.
can't keep up.
It's nice to see people showing up to say hi. And if you are lurking, just feel free to hop right into the YouTube or in the IRC. Or if you are listening from the archives or through the podcast or Spotify or Deezer or whatever, you can always send us a message. We have a little form on our website, thestateofsynth.com. You can send us a shout out. We'll shout you out on the air for all you sleepy people out there that might not hear it live. Yes, we have. I was gonna say something. I completely lost my train of thought. Should we dive into our first track? What do you think?
For sure. You know what? Big shout out to our listeners at Retro Hit Radio as well.
Oh, that's
Gotta throw that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's kick things off with a cool new sneak peek of music from Canadian artist Signal Void. It's been a minute since we've heard music from him, and he kindly reached out to let us know that he's back on the synth horse creating music.
Awesome.
So this new track will most likely be released, I think, next Monday once the artwork and everything is finalized.
Sweet.
But hey, we get to play it for you now.
Premiere.
Yeah, so here's Signal Void with Desiderium right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Signal Void with Desiderium? Desiderium, yes. Fantastic tune right there. Rather epic. I mean, come on. That was like, that was like heading off to Mars on the...
Mr. Void is back.
What do they call them? The when they put you in sensory deprivation? No, that's not it.
What?
They put you to sleep and they send you to Mars. What's that thing called?
Hypersleep.
Hypersleep. Yeah. That's like a hypersleep track. Like just cruising a million miles.
So yeah, Signal Void was on Fixed, by the way.
Yeah.
And now he's going it alone, and he's going to be dropping more music in the future. But this track will come out hopefully next week.
Very, very nice.
By the way, quick shout out to Power Play Milo over in the YouTube chats.
Oh, nice. Power Play Milo. What's going on, my friend? And yes, we are here with the Mr. Lucas, Mr. Neon Nox, talking about synthwave and about really, I feel like you have this quintessential outrun sound. Like, I feel like if I was to define outrun, I would just hand somebody one of your CDs and be like, this is outrun. like what is it, the This Is Music Volume 3?
Yeah, right. This is Outrun Volume 1.
This is Outrun. And it's literally just like, and I mean that in a good way. Like, I feel like, it's one of the things that people love is, certain people are into different genres of music, but there is a core group, a core audience that is all about outrun. I mean, look at outrun.com or whatever, the Reddit outrun. I mean,
Reddit/r/outrun.
It's got how many millions of followers for that Reddit? I mean, it's like 300,000 or something like that. It's people go insane for outrun. So I do mean that in all the good ways. And I feel like your sound is like that classic sound when you want to just get your blood pumping and drive really fast and get tickets.
And I think that's part of it, that I was actually DJing and kind of wanted to see the crowd, moving and dancing, because that's what I like a lot about outrun, is because it's a fast pace, it has pumping drums, it has pumping bass line, and when I do my live shows, I really love to see that kind of energy in the crowd.
It's DJ friendly music,
and it's also DJ friendly music because one of my first tracks, they were really long too, and I always had like this kind of intro outro that you could really mix in to other songs, like as a DJ.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of always loved that kind of vibe of outrun, because it was so good to dance to.
Like 8 or 16 or 32 bars placed perfectly, so that on the front and the back, so you can.
And also, I did actually a few of the new disco tracks before, and they were kind of like the early ages of Neon Nox, to be honest, because the sounds were made on the same synths, the same kind of type of ideas and sounds. So yeah.
When did the name Neon Nox come into being?
I don't know. It was kind of the idea was that I was building this kind of character called John Neon Nox, which is kind of based on my favorite comic character, Punisher. That kind of vigilante that kind of helps people in the streets. So I was kind of thinking about using John Neon Nox, and also the Neon was kind of the name that kind of fit the synthwave scene back in the then. And Nox was actually, I think it's a Latin for night. So there was idea to have Neon John Night.
Yeah, you know what?
Was the first.
Really?
Mr. Void, Signal Void just confirmed that. He was like, yeah, Nox means night in Latin, right?
Get out of town. So your name could also be Neon Night in Latin.
Which is also taken.
You know what? Just add a year on the end, and you'll be like Miami Nights and 1984 Time Cop.
Time Cop, yeah.
That could be
name.
Your spin-off project you could do.
Yeah, but I think back in 2016-15, I mean, it wasn't as that much artists using kind of those kind of those names, and
Right.
it was so kind of almost tacky to use it, or like cliche to use it, which was perfect for the synthwave genre.
Of course.
So for me, yeah, maybe if I was kind of picking the name today, it would be different. But back then, it just felt right to kind of fit in the genre of synthwave. So
You
I'm
have
kind
to.
of proud of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have fun with it. You know, you can't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
super serious name and be in this
No,
80s genre.
You know what? That's the thing, right? You can't have a name like Fred Beauchamp or something like that. That doesn't tell you what kind of music it is. The listener
Yeah.
wouldn't know what to expect.
Right. Although
Exactly.
I would think I would go with French touch. That would sound French touchy to me.
Well,
but,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't say synthwave, and if it doesn't say
say
synthwave, it's crap. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love that sound. I love mixing your music too. Like I think I mentioned it on air earlier. Like every time I go to put a mix together, it always, 120 beats per minute. The key, I was talking the Camelot scale, but I think it's like the key of C or something like that. Like it's like your very popular key that everything kind of mixes in with. It just sounds like $1 million, and it's great to dance to. So we love it. Obviously, we're big fans, and you've been doing this for a long time. You've been DJing and doing well. I know you've been producing since 2015, I guess.
2015. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Oh wow! How did you
think-
get into this whole thing?
Well, it kind of started because when I was DJing, I kind of got curious about creating my own music, because I was really into like underground house in the beginnings. I was playing lots of kind of illegal parties and the kind of underground club scene in Gothenburg. But the thing was also that I had the side of me that really liked to play also more kind of happy commercial side of house. So for me I wanted to kind of fusion those kind of two sounds, the progressive underground and the commercial, maybe more housey stuff. So what I did was that I started making mashups, like doing own edits and cuts for the tracks, where I use more like kind of commercial stuff with the underground stuff. And that got me really into kind of starting to producing music.
So
and
you
I
were like
used
doing your own little remixes in a way.
Yeah, I think I had my SoundCloud banned twice. because I had uploaded so much kind of covers of like pop songs, so they kind of banned my two accounts.
Oh my god!
So I stopped doing that, and then I kind of got into like online courses on producing music, and that kind of gave me like proper solid foot on kind of seeing how track should be built, the arrangement, the mixing, the mastering, and all those kind of stuff. And from that I kind of got more and more into kind of creating my own sound, which was into kind of direction of new disco music, new disco house music. But it wasn't that successful, to be honest. I had one proper release on the label, and tracks after that was actually not approved of the labels. And one of those songs, to be honest, it was Twisted Getaway,
Which we
was
have lined up to play.
What?
which was funny about it. It was actually the bootleg of Kylie Minogue, I Began to Wonder.
What?
So if you put I Began to Wonder vocal on the Twisted Getaway, you're gonna get perfect match.
Are you kidding? Are
Wait,
you kidding me?
Now, were you working with Power Nerd back then, or was this before
No.
Power Nerd?
That was before PowerNet.
Oh, wow.
So the story continues. I sent it to the Danny Minogue's label. They declined or didn't respond. And then I got more into synthwave, and I met PowerNet. I sent him a track. He just listened to the track, and after like 5 or 10 minutes, he sent me back the riff for the Twisted Getaway, and that was the riff that we used in the current version of Twisted Getaway.
Wow.
Was there when you discovered synthwave? Was there a particular? Did you come across some YouTube videos or any MySpace pages? Like, how did you find synthwave? Was there a particular artist, maybe?
Yeah, well, for me it was actually the Lifelike.
Yes.
Was the gateway into the synthwave. I was really craving for that kind of vintage disco nostalgia sound, and I kind of get more and more into that kind of sound, and I then discovered one of my favorite artists in the synthwave, Laserhawk.
Oh yeah.
And Mitch Murder, and that got me into like kind of starting to understand how this music is, and I started buying more synths. I had like really big arsenal of synths back in like 5 years ago, and just kind of to recreate those kind of sound originally from those synths, and getting into that.
Amazing.
But also fusing, my kind of love for the underground sound and electronic.
Man, now I'm gonna want to listen to like Lifelike's Discopolis and
Yeah.
so electric.
I
Like,
know.
those tracks are
Yeah.
bangers.
If we had just a longer show, we would definitely just start, going down that rabbit hole. But in the meantime, I think we'll circle back. Let's play Twisted Getaway. I'm already twisting up my words. We'll play that, and that's amazing. So it was. I feel like it's almost like a rotoscoping. Like you had like the real song, and then you kind of stripped out like the illegal copywritten stuff, and then you sort of placed your own thing in there and made it into like a new song, which is awesome.
Yep.
And it's a banger.
By the way, this is the album I think that Spotify recommended when I was building my playlist.
Yeah.
The Unfinished Business with like Checkpoint with Rebecca.
Checkpoint.
I hope I pronounced the last name correct. Stragafors.
love
Yeah,
that track.
that's quite close. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah,
one I
and-
play all the time.
Yes, and then
crazy.
Twisted Getaway. Like,
Yeah.
so
Great.
let's play it.
Let's play.
All right, from the album Unfinished Business, this is Neon Nox and Power Nerd with Twisted Getaway right here on Night Ride FM.
And yes, that was The Twisted Getaway by Neon Nox featuring Power Nerd, an anthem in synthwave and outrun music right there.
Yes.
So fantastic.
That and Checkpoint from that album.
Checkpoint. Yeah,
Yes.
that's just a banger too. I love it. It's great stuff to dance to. I really want to drive very fast when I listen to that, so I have to be very.
That's the whole point of
Please
outrun.
don't.
You know.
I got back in the day when I released the Twisted Getaway, I got so many people like speeding on the motorcycles, and I was like,
Yeah.
I stopped sending messages to them. Please stop speeding.
Right?
because
You need a
I'm
public
starting
service
getting
announcement.
worried. Yeah.
No, dude, some of these tracks, you listen to them, if you were on a motorcycle, you'd be dead in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So play it safe. Play your disclaimer because that's some serious heart pounding kind of stuff that we just love. So. Very
One thing we like to joke about too, a lot of outrun and synthwave tracks, they always have police sirens in them.
Yep.
And sometimes that slows people down because you'll be driving in your car, right? Like having a great day, and then woo, woo, and you're like, oh shit, you put the brakes on.
Shit.
And no, it's the
5-0.
song.
Yeah. For sure.
Like with the Addictum and Power Nerd, Shades
Exactly.
of Thunder, we kind of going for the cliche a bit in those tracks.
Yep.
Upcoming track that we're doing now, it
Yeah.
has, guess what? Thunder and rain.
Nice. Nice.
Of course.
Of course.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
So, love it.
I gotta ask. So when you started producing and you watched those when you went to those little courses, what DAW did they recommend, and what DAW did you decide you liked?
Well, I started producing on Pro Tools. Was the one that I learned.
Okay.
But that was mostly because I was in the studio.
Right. Yeah, that's
And
what
the
they're
studio
teaching you to be
would-
like Pro Tools engineers and.
Yeah, but when I started kind of DJing, and the violence started disappearing from the clubs because you know the CD area come in, and with the auto sync, I kind of got really bored of DJing because it was so simple. It was just changing tracks. So I kind of switched to Ableton.
Yep.
And I'm starting to kind of produce music, doing the mashups and doing the DJ sets with the MIDI controllers and the Ableton. So that for me was kind of like a natural kind of place to kind of create and mix. So I went and did the online course on Point Blank Online, which was like a essential mixing. It was really expensive back then. I remember it was huge investment in that, and it was like a 6 months, I think, course on producing electronic music.
So that's
So
a
we kind
deep
of
dive
learn-
for sure.
Yeah, so they kind of learn you from the scratch, like how to create the kick, how to create the snare, how to mix them.
Do
how
they
to
teach
kind
you
of
which
think about
snare
how-
is shitty and which snare is not shitty? Because
No,
that's a
you
big
had
thing
to
too.
create
That's
your own snares and your own kick, so you know how this shitty kick is shitty snare sounds.
do they teach you how to identify a shitty snare?
Exactly. So yeah, we kind of did all the course in the Ableton with stock plugins. So we were not allowed to use any kind of external plugins or like kind of helpers in production. So that kind of leveled up my production skill from the beginning there. And we also got like a feedback every week. There was a feedback on producing and how we create music and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And I would really recommend anyone if they're starting the music. I know we have today ages we have tutorials on YouTube, but I think going like proper course, it kind of opens you to see music in kind of different way that maybe the tutorials on YouTube don't show you.
You learn good habits right off the bat.
Exactly, the right habits.
You
not
know how
like
you know how to
the
find a
trending
snare.
habits.
You know how to find a snare in 1 minute instead of 1 month.
Oh no, definitely no. I can sit looking for the snare for ages.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, again, the quest for the perfect snare is I think just something that all producers have to go through, regardless of your experience, and it could be a lifelong quest. I think some people never find
is, it
the
really
perfect
is.
snare. and then just have to suffer through life.
There is, it's a synthwave spiritual mantra. There is no perfect snare.
there is no snare.
It's people climb mountains and go to monk, go to study with the monks to find the perfect snare, and they never find it.
The quest for the perfect snare.
By the way, I got to do a couple of shout outs. We've got Storm, who joined us in the IRC.
Storm,
hopefully, we'll be seeing her again at Neotropolis.
Oh, Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
Nice.
And Michael J over in the YouTubes.
Very cool. Thanks for tuning in. So we were talking, we have on our notes here, your first album is called Road Rage? Or was that just a mistype?
It was Road Rage was a single.
Okay. I gotcha.
It was on EP. Oh my god, I need to check it now.
Yeah, I know we're hitting you with facts, and they might be half facts, but that's how we do our research. But it's
that's right. Vanishing Point was the EP.
Vanishing Point, yeah.
Right.
Totally.
I love the fact that an album name or a song can be called Road Rage. With the type of music that you do, I feel like it lends itself to fun chaos that could potentially get you in trouble, but that's it's all about living, and having that getting that adrenaline rush, which we love when we listen
also,
to music.
The Vanishing Point was this kind of like my transition from kind of electronic music into the synthwave. That's why it kind of, for me, it kind of sounds so much different from the stuff I started doing after it. Because it was still kind of keeping the stuff I was making in the new disco and the kind of underground stuff fusing into the synthwave.
Nice.
So,
When did you do Fahrenheit? Because that's the next song we have lined up. Do you want to talk about creating that and a little bit of background on that track and when you put it out and some of the vibes that you have been going through?
Yeah,
totally.
Fahrenheit was actually an afterthought. It was intentionally actually a filler for the album because I was creating it on my really cheap headphones, drinking red wine on a sunny day with the laptop and just noodling with the notes, and it was very hot summer day, and it was not intentional at all to creating the Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's funny.
But it just happened for the reason. So the what's funny about the Fahrenheit that I created in an environment that I usually don't create music, which kind of, because I'm sometimes just asking myself why Fahrenheit is such a track as it is.
Did you make it in a bathroom?
No, it was actually on this kind of chair. I was sitting on a porch and just drinking wine, and I had this really crappy iPhone headphones. It was the sound was so bad.
Oh, like the what are they? The little white earpod thingies.
Yeah, the wired one.
With
the
cheap bass wire that goes in.
No sound card, just a small crappy MIDI controller, and me and Ableton. It was, and I think I made this track in one weekend because I was just I was on the beach on a day, and I was doing some stuff in the evenings, and then just in the mornings I was just sitting and making some music, and it was just that track, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should continue to doing it. And then when I was making the album, I kind of felt, well, this can work for this album. This kind of had a good vibe. So I finished it, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a B-side track. And I was so wrong.
Your filler B-side tracks turn out to be one of the 5 tracks that we end up featuring.
We keep joking with artists. Every time an artist makes an album, they're like, oh, these are my 3 favorite tracks on my album. And the listeners don't like it.
Or nope.
And the artist is like, these are my least favorite tracks on the album, and the listeners love it.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the essence. So I cannot trust myself knowing 10 I cannot never say to myself this is going to be a banger or this is going to be good, because it never actually works.
So that's it. Just tell yourself all my songs suck. And then
Exactly.
That's the secret sauce. Just
Never have a high hopes for your music.
right. Just always just imagine you have the shittiest content, and you'll do fine. You'll make fine. You'll sell many records, and life will be sweet.
so Syndicate Shadow was on New Retrowave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, once again, more bangers after bangers, right? You got like Fahrenheit on there, Payback, Assassination. My favorites, and it just so happens they're all like consecutive on the album. But just once again, I think this was 2018 Syndicate Shadow?
That's correct, yeah. I
Nice.
have to check, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm so bad with the dates, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we
it
are,
was
we are
the first.
terrible too.
What was the first album made in 2018? Yeah,
Nice.
my first proper album, and that was kind of my kind of goal to create the trilogy of Neon Nox, Neon Nox.
Was that the first time on New Retrowave as well?
No, actually, I think I sent them Unfinished Business as a demo for the channel, and they were so impressed that they kind of invited me to work on Megatron.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, my first track was actually Streetwalker on new Retrowave album Megatron.
Oh, that's a
Megatron 2.0.
That's a banger album. Let's go ahead and play Fahrenheit. And I know I want to talk about New Retrowave and how you got involved with New Retrowave and all the things that you've done with them. But let's give this a spin, give the listeners some tunes to hear, and then we'll circle back and we'll start talking about the big NRW. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right.
Lovely.
Right. Well, from the album Syndicate Shadow, which came out in 2018, this is Neon Nox with Fahrenheit right here on Night Ride FM.
once again, that was Neon Nox with Fahrenheit, the throwaway track.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Awesome tune right there. I love it. Just great stuff.
Thank you.
Let's talk about first of all your new retrowave
Yeah.
and like Magnetron 2.0. You're on that.
Kind of a big deal.
The first-person shooter, the Terrorbytes soundtrack, which we'll get to in a sec. But also, I want to talk about all the collaborations you've done, because you've worked with Power Nerd and Addictum, aka Shades of Thunder, as well. Lukash, Duality.
Yep.
I might like. All right, so where to start, Dennis? New retrowave.
So yeah, new retrowave. I want to know how you got started with those cats over there, because they're kind of a big deal. You know, it's a quite an accomplishment once you get your song released on new retrowave, but it's a whole other level when you get your album released too. And I believe
it's one thing for new retrowave to put your song on their YouTube,
right?
But getting an album with them, that is the next step up,
Yeah,
right?
and that's amazing, because if I'm correct, you have released at least 1 or 2 albums with them, right? 1?
3 albums.
Oh my God! So
so
10 really
I
likes you.
Yeah, so I was actually, as everybody else in the synthwave channel, I was just sending my tracks to them, and nothing special, to be honest. I was just like trying to push out my music to people, and I get lucky enough to kind of get Ten's ear to kind of like my music, and he kind of invited me to a track for Magnetron 2.0, and that was actually a track that was meant to land on the first album. But I kind of changed it to kind of fit the style of Magnetron, so it wasn't like just okay, I'm gonna take this track and just send it to them. I kind of remade it to fit kind of Magnetron and give it like my Neon Nox kind of vibe to it.
More cyberpunk outrun.
Yeah, kind of fusing the slow part with kind of faster part, and kind of be somewhere in the middle. And after that, I was in the works of the first album, and I was really not sure to kind of if I'm gonna do it by myself or how I'm going to promote it. And I just contacted the new retrowave, and they love it from the get-go.
Nice.
And from that, it was just a good ride with them. They are awesome. They always help me promote. They are always really helpful. I never had any issues with them, and I think they are like the best label you can have in synthwave, because they putting out so good products, and they always have vinyls, and they always have mini discs, and they care about stuff you're putting out, and that's kind of a lot from the today's labels, to be honest.
Yeah, it's also important to actually deliver on the product too.
Yeah,
which is important.
And,
it might be a delay, but I know I've always gotten my albums from New Retrowave, and it's good to have that reliability. For sure.
And also from the new, as when I was starting out in the synthwave, I didn't know like the kind of whereabouts, licensing and doing stuff for the documentaries and the movies and all stuff like that. They kind of helped me, kind of guide me into this kind of process to understand how the industry works, and I'm really thankful for that. And
you know what, I hope you get one of your tracks on the next Creator VC docs. Like in search of.
Oh my God! There's another one coming.
Well,
Search of Darkness.
In Search of Darkness. There's In Search of the Last Action Hero. There's In Search of the sci-fi one, and then they've Creator VC does these other docs like the Aliens documentary.
Oh my God!
The 4-hour, and now they're doing one for The Thing.
Wow.
And they're doing In Search of Darkness, the '90s versions now, right? And those albums are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That's
I
incredible.
did one for the RoboCop.
Oh, you did the RoboDoc?
Oh, the RoboDoc.
Yeah, RoboDoc. Yeah, I did.
I forget that.
I did, but we did for the RoboDoc, and also I did for the documentary of FPS shooters.
Yeah, first-person shooter.
Yeah, so
Yes,
those
yes.
projects I really like them because they kind of aim you for a kind of team.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're just doing the track. It's more like you have to kind of fit into the team of the documentary or the movie or the show or all of that.
I think
It's always
gives
fun
you-
to do it.
It also gives you a little bit of experience or portfolio, because I know a lot of synthwave producers. A lot of them dream of doing soundtracks, either for video games or movies. You know, Lamatos was lucky to do Turbo Kid, and Power Glove, obviously, on Blood Dragon.
Right.
And so, like, you know, the dream is being able to do. Oh, you know, the guys who did the Karate Kid, or Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Yes,
Cobra Kai,
absolutely.
Yeah, Dad and the gang, right? Like, so it's nice to be thrown into these compilations where you're doing a soundtrack thanks to New Retrowave, right? With these big docs,
Yeah.
which is very, very cool.
Yep.
And also it opens kind of your gateway into the kind of doing those kind of stuff and changing a kind of mindset of working with the picture and the movie. It's totally different because then you have kind of your music is not the focus of the element you are consuming, which means that you have to think differently how you approach the soundtrack, how you approach the sounds, how do you approach the feeling or the mood of the project you're working on. Where when you're doing albums or the singers, it's more like you're presenting your creativity to your listeners.
Right.
So there's always good way to kind of, even if it's a small kind of studio or something small, it's always good as a producer to kind of get into this kind of projects to kind of change the focus of creating.
Right. That makes a lot of sense, actually. The next track we're going to play is, I guess, in the spirit of what we just talked about. This is from the Terrorbytes doc. The track
Horror gaming.
Horror gaming, yes, that's got to be a fun thing to get involved with. The track is called Clutch, and do you want to just briefly mention anything about the song, how you got hooked up with this particular documentary?
Yeah, totally. The most I remember is actually the name, because I think I was playing some kind of FPS shooters. That was like a
Was it a
scary
boomer
game.
shooter? Because we all love our boomer shooters.
Yeah, I'm a big gamer still, and I know that when you play kind of like battle royales, it's always about the clutch. And for me, the clutch name, I know there's many synthwave producer use the clutch as a, this in the cars, but for me, clutch was
Coming in a clutch.
coming in a clutch. Yeah,
Exactly.
Nice. I love that. Well, very cool. So this was the track that you submitted and had on that particular documentary. So let's give it a spin. Jules, do you want to set it up in any other fashion?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, obviously, this was another documentary done by the clever Creator BC guys. It's called Terrorbytes. It's about horror gaming. And New Retrowave, of course, did the soundtrack. So here it is. This is Neon Nox with Clutch right here on Night Ride FM.
And yes, that was Neon Nox with Clutch from the original documentary soundtrack of Terrorbytes, which is cool. Very cool. I love it. I love your stuff. I love that was just so filled with bass. And I know we were talking briefly. You were mentioning how you have to have the bass just right when you make these tracks.
Yeah. So you know what? Maybe because a lot of our listeners are producers. So maybe tell us again what you told us behind that track about sometimes synthwave songs, they go too fast, right? And it might sound good maybe on streaming or something, but when you're in a club and you need to hear the bass, explain that a little bit.
Well, I think one of the kind of, when you work on those kind of tracks that's kind of more tempo intense and has this kind of very intense bass, for me is always to try to kind of listen to the big speakers, like kind of emulate the kind of club environment, to kind of see how it kind of reacts, because the bass has so much energy, which means that if the bass is not right, it's gonna kind of eat up all the track and it's gonna feel like really lifeless. So something that you put lots of time in creating this kind of really interesting bass line and kind of giving this kind of groove, and everything can disappear if you kind of don't control your bass and don't hear it.
So the secret
most of us, maybe many of producers works on headphones and then maybe small speakers.
Right.
They kind of don't hear that. So my biggest kind of tip is always cut more that you think you need to cut, especially with bass.
I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say just play it really, really loud to really make your neighbors really angry at you. And that's like, that's the secret to having.
But I guess because bass has got a longer, like a longer sound wave than a kick or snare, and like sharper hits like that, right? Bass.
Yep.
And so you mentioned like sometimes faster BPM, the bass, because so much is going on between each bar, you don't have enough time for the bass to start and stop properly. And it can blend in, right? So sometimes a slower BPM lets your bass do the job and finish and leave room for other sounds.
Yeah, like my kind of go to creating the bass is always like create 3 parts of bass. It's like doing a top part, which is like a very bright reverby bass, and the middle part, which is kind of the essence of the bass, the character. Like if you take like the most iconic synthwave bass, just take that middle part, and the low part just use this kind of basic sub bass and just control it as much you can. And then you can have like really rich and fun bass that can work on all the speakers.
So that's like 3 levels of bass, I guess.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes.
3 levels of bass. That's kind of intense, actually. If you
that
really
sounds
think
maybe
about
kind of overcomplicated, but when you start thinking about it, what is it you want from bass? Is it? There's always 3 parts. It's like eating an apple. Like you see the apple, you know it's an apple. You taste the apple, you know it tastes apple, and you smell the apple, and you know that it smells like a good apple. So this is the same with the bass. You feel the bass with the lows. You hear the bass, what kind of bass is in the middles, and you kind of see or kind of feel the bass on the top way, where it's kind of like just opening up for the wider range of spectrum.
So we've got Signal Void chiming in the chat, and he goes, for fast BPM you need more mid-range bass, accent versus sub.
Exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise it sounds terrible in a big room. And then he goes on, and tighter note lengths, of course. And then he says he typically has a sub layer, and then 3 to 6 mid-range layers, and then textural accents. Jesus Christ!
So that's many basses. Many basses.
What's the plural of basses? Basses or
basses?
Bison.
But I think if you think about the sound, not only the bass, but if you think about the synths or you think about the drums, you can actually do it on all those parts. And that always been my kind of staple of creating music, is take something that is very like nostalgic like the sound of like, I don't know, DX7 that maybe Tina Turner used in her trucks, or all those kind of things, and just layer it with something that's maybe a modern, like really stellar, like a VSD from your DAW, and just layer that, and you get kind of this kind of new nuance of the old sound sounding new. That kind of creates the best kind of fusion and get feeling of more kind of filled sound.
Incredible!
You know what I mean?
Wow,
Yeah.
that is a deep dive that I just can't even.
By the way,
I heard the first like 3 words from that, and then my mind.
Dennis, Craig
froze.
Packman's already got titles for you.
Oh my
He's like,
God! Thank you.
For the episode, you can call it 3 levels of bass with Neon Nox.
3 levels of bass. Actually,
Or my favorite is take a bite out of the bass apple with Neon Nox.
I love it. Perfect. I love it when
love it.
the listeners help us out with it, because that's actually the hardest thing we do on this entire thing. Is like the next day we're like, we got to title this thing, and I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, Jules, I'm completely drawing a blank, and like, thank you, Craig Packman. You always come in like a champ. We appreciate you. So that part is done.
Talking about apples.
Yes.
Apples and
So,
it's me.
We gotta wrap this up because it's now past 1 a.m. for you.
I know.
What? Let's talk about the live shows. You've done them before. Do you have? Because I mean, when was the last one? It was the one in January, or no? There was one more recent.
No, it was in January in Finland, in Helsinki.
Okay.
With,
In Helsinki.
Yeah.
Those Helsinki boys.
The Finns, the
it
crazy
was awesome.
Finns.
The crazy.
Were Millennium Falk and Levinsky there?
Let's see. It was there was 3 artists we had on the stage.
Had to be Turbonite, right?
Turbonite.
Yeah, Turbonite. It was 2 other guys who were really, really talented. And the show was awesome. It was, I felt like those guys, they were all young and vibrant in the sounds, and I was like, wow, if this is new generation of synthwave, I should stop producing now.
Nah, man.
So, yeah.
No, you listen to that, it should make you hungry to make more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and I know obviously playing in Finland must have been exciting because it's so far from Sweden, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Isn't there a highway that joins the two, just like Sweden's joined to Denmark?
Yeah, it is. It's like really, really like few hours. But I actually flight, so it was for me like 1 hour in the flight. It's
Oh yeah, easy
so
peasy.
close. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the Irish when they fly to London.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, so do you have any live shows coming up that you know of?
At the moment, we had one plan in Finland again, but I don't think it's going to happen because of different reasons. So at the moment, no, I don't have.
Oh, so
anything
you're
planned.
talking about the one with Jeremiah Kane and Sandman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So I think that's one going to get cancelled.
I gotta take a note because we later on in our episode we talk about upcoming shows, and I have that one in the list, December 12th. All right.
Oh yeah. Make an update.
So we'll just
Actually, Jules, we had to put that in. In the meantime, I think we should play. We have one more track. We usually do like 3 or 4, but like we had to add one more because it's Neon Nox. I mean, come on now. So while we're penciling things down for our next segment, we're gonna play this banger right here.
First, let's talk about your work with Power Nerd and now Addictum.
Yes.
Yep.
So what is it? What is it with Austrians? You like Austrians or?
Yeah, they are so creative. I mean, I think we with the Power Nerd we kind of clicked from day one. We started talking. We kind of had the same kind of vision of music, and we kind of liked the same sounds, and we kind of get kind of really intense about talking about different bands and sounds. So working with him was always a pleasure, especially because I use him a lot in tracks when I really want to kind of amp the energy of the track, and he always delivers this kind of awesome guitars.
Right.
And also we did lots of cyberpunk tracks we do 2 of them, and he kind of excels in the kind of moments to create like really intense sounds. So it's always been really easy, and also like we gives each other really honest feedback, which is for me really important when you create, because you don't just want to say, oh, this sounds great and let's do that. We kind of almost nitpicking on each other's kind of ideas, and sometimes I can send him like a track and he maybe take like 10 seconds of the track and he kind of create something new from that, and then he send it to me back and I take like 20 seconds and create this new track from that. So it's really, as a creative process, it's really awesome, and it opens really new possibilities what we can do with the music. And I think Addictum is almost the same as a power net. That's why those kind of collaboration we've been doing now this year work so well, because we give each other such a good creative feedback in this kind of safe space of feedbacking, and it's honest, and it's kind of nobody gets hurt when I rip like only 5 seconds or 10 seconds of Addictum's 2 minutes solo,
Right.
and it's like we're picking the best parts and just making the greatest sound we can. So it's been really big, awesome pleasure to work with them, and we have many more tracks in the plans.
Well, yeah, listening to Addictum, it sounds like he's making everybody do a lot of work. 'Cause I got this coming, I got that coming, and this coming, and that coming, and
So we actually finishing a new track. This should be out in the near future.
Oh, sweet.
It's also it's gonna have like everything up to 100 with the guitars and melodies and synths.
Perfect.
And,
well, we'll play it on our show.
Yeah.
lovely.
So, yeah, and I also know that Addictum also he still DJs, and he's kind of like you. We were talking about how he's very cognizant when he makes music about music that sounds good in a club. He makes music because he likes the old, Euro, disco, house, techno, things like that. The kind of stuff that you can mix that sounds great on big speakers. So it's perfect.
Yeah, it's also, I think, for me, it's about connecting, because in this kind of world, when we all sitting in our studios and making music, we don't get as much interaction as we can have only from like social media. So being in the place when you actually play the track and see the reaction is just worth so much more. And I think as DJs, he kind of thrives on that, to kind of see the reaction of his production, how they work and how people respond, and kind of get that kind of feedback back into his music production.
Yeah, I know Addictum also recently visited Turbo Night over in Finland, and I'm sure he had the same experience as you with all the alcohol.
Huge hangover.
It's a big party, and it's just it's an amazing experience, and I love when you guys all work together. I think it's great, and I'm so happy that we get to play this song right here that we're gonna play, which is just, I know you have that other one coming out, but this is one we can listen to right now, and I love it. So let's give this one a spin.
Let's do it. Yeah, so speaking of hangovers, let's play this track. This is Neon Nox and Shades of Thunder, which is Addictum and Power Nerd, with Long Way Home, right here on Night Ride FM.
That is Neon Nox and Shades of Thunder with Long Way Home. Love it.
Beautiful.
So much fun. We were talking a little bit off the air about some gaming. I know you were saying that you are a Battlefield fan, and I am all about VR. So we're talking about, they have some good first-person shooters too in VR, which is kind of neat too. That's crazy. That's great when you can go in and like they even have vests you can wear, and when you get shot, the vests like vibrate. It's like, it's totally like.
By the way,
we're living in the future.
You were asking for the Quest 3 if you need a Facebook account. I think you do. When it first came out, the Quest and the Quest 2, you didn't. You could have a Quest account, and it could link to your Facebook account, but then they changed something.
There might have been pushback though. I can't remember where they landed.
I don't know. I think it's like.
I mean, we all have Facebook accounts anyway, or at least I do, and I know Jules does, and Neon Nox, you have to have a Facebook
I think
account,
Lucas
right?
just doesn't want his kid playing wacky games on Facebook
with
with his Neon Nox Facebook account, and then all of a sudden you go to Neon Nox's Facebook and it's like plays the Wibbly Wobblies.
That would be hilarious. Neon Nox is playing.
By the way, you maybe you should hook up with Signal Void online because he's been playing Battlefield 6 like crazy the last few days.
Oh, nice.
We need a synthwave tier. Yeah, we need a synthwave. We have one on Discord.
Synthwave squad.
A synthwave squad. We do have a Steam group. I forget what it's called, but I think it's the Night Ride FM community we do have on Steam. So if you play on Steam, check us out. We have a nice little group of gaming nerds that all get together every now and then to play some fun games.
Right. Speaking of socials and Facebook, if people want to find you on socials or maybe message you, which the best way? Is it Instagram, Facebook, what?
Instagram is one that I actually mostly use. I tend to forget about Facebook most of the time.
Until someone like me tags you.
Exactly. I try to keep it up, but I just try to focus on answering everything on Instagram because it's so much easier because I use Instagram daily. And also I've been building my YouTube account. So if you want to reach me, you can always reach me on YouTube too. It's neonox.com. youtube.com neonox. And totally, if you up to buying music mostly and MP3s and waves and vinyls, the Bandcamp is the right place to go.
Yes, for sure. And obviously I gotta remind everyone, if you go to Neon Nox's Bandcamp page, which is I'm gonna find it right now,
neonox.bandcamp.com.
Easy one. But also go over to newretrowave.bandcamp.com and do a search there for Neon Nox because there's a bunch of albums on New Retrowave.
That's correct.
And okay, perfect.
And real quick though, we do need to ask the most important question. Speaking of social media and Instagram, if you were on Instagram and you were to post, you know what's coming, right? If you were to post your, let's just say your favorite, I can't even say it with a straight face. You know what I'm gonna say, right, Jules?
What?
Your favorite cereal. Let's say you were gonna. We have to do it. We have to do it just because it's. I think we've memeified this whole thing. So just for the sake of our little yucks that we get from this stupid question, what cereal are we rocking when we're rocking a big fat bowl of sweets and milk?
I'm
milk
not
option.
so much for a cereal, sorry, but I'm a big breakfast guy.
Okay, all right.
So I like my German sausage or Polish sausage
with eggs.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
A proper warm meal.
I love the warm breakfast.
So you get that protein that gets you going.
Yep. Protein in the morning. That's my jam. My jam.
No pun intended.
Nice one.
Or pun intended.
So the good breakfast is the sausage, mostly with like mustard, good mustard.
Really?
German sausage or the Polish sausage.
This is fantastic.
Cooked or staked, fried.
I've never had mustard on anything for a breakfast.
Oh man!
I'll let you finish. I gotta tell you. So I'm a big fan of these things called British pork pies, and they sell them in England, and usually it's hard to find anywhere else because typically you can't ship that stuff because it's meat. But I live in Toronto, and there's a couple of places that say they make British style pork pies, which is kind of like a pastry. Imagine a sausage roll in the shape of a big fat pie. But I finally found a place in Toronto that makes them only on the weekends, and you got to order ahead of time.
Wow.
And I found out that they go best because I posted it on Facebook, and Glenn Jones over in the UK, he's done 80s Stallone artwork for his albums. Glenn Jones says, yeah, that goes best with mustard. And normally I thought it would be HP sauce. I'm not a mustard fan, but I went and Googled the best mustard to have with this, and apparently British mustard is very different than mustard you get anywhere else.
Really?
Because normally you get it already as a sauce in a jar, and they add vinegar and stuff as preservative. In the UK, what they still do to this day is you can get mustard. It's called Coleman's. That's the big one. It's in powder form, and you just add water. And it has a sharp bite to it. It's almost like horseradish. It'll clear your nostrils.
Really?
And it's a little bit spicy, and that's what I like. That I actually tried some. I'm like, this is mustard I can actually enjoy because it's less vinegar, more mustard.
It's like dehydrated mustard.
Well, you can also get it in jar form, right? But and they still don't add vinegar in it. But the jar form doesn't have a long shelf life.
What's the difference between that and mustard powder? Like powdered mustard.
It's the same thing. It's powdered mustard is the same thing. It's just you're not putting preservatives in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't eat like the sugar kind of mustards. I know there's like in Sweden there's a few ones that like Johnny's. It's called Johnny's mustard, and it's spicy, sweet. I don't like that. I like more like kind of like the one that you said, more kind of like radish kind of ish. Tasting.
I really think we have to have a State of Synth spin-off show where we just talk about food. This is I'm really gonna
this episode will be called Mustard Base.
I'm isolating this entire conversation, and we're gonna put this on like a sizzle reel where we talk about all the good. So now I feel like I've been missing something my whole life, and I need to go get mustard in my breakfast.
I'm telling you, I'm not the biggest fan of the American mustard and all that, right?
Yeah,
but
it's a lot of vinegar.
I've tried a little bit of Dijon, the French stuff, the darker stuff.
Right.
But the British stuff is like it's like a proper spice. You know what I mean? It's it's bright yellow. So what they do is they add turmeric to it to make it bright yellow. Otherwise, it would be dark and brown.
Okay. Okay. That probably gives it the spice too.
I think so.
But don't forget the sausage, like
and you cannot
sausage.
forget
you have to put that stuff on a good meat.
Don't forget I feel like we should title the show "Don't Forget the Sausage." I think that would be a great title. We have so many titles that's also part of the hard part. Sometimes you either have not enough titles or you have too many titles. But we have, speaking of like titles, we've gone over our time, unfortunately.
Yes.
This was amazing, though. I can't wait to listen to more Neon Nox and eat some real pork pies and sausage because I feel like it all goes together now, you know?
I'm hungry. I know that.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap it up, get some food in our bellies. But
Lucas, any shout-outs you want to throw?
Just thank you for everyone who has been listening today, and thank you for being in the chat, and thank you to you guys for having me. It's been really awesome to talking to you.
Our pleasure.
It was our honor, our pleasure.
Indeed.
So we are going to say bye-bye to you here. We're going to play a track. Stay on the line. We're going to say bye-bye to you behind this track, but I think it's time for some more synth.
Yeah.
All right, so ex-LA and now Twin Cities artist Droid Bishop has released yet another single, and as always, once you hear it, you know who the artist is. It features his crazy arps and beautiful soaring synths and classic electric guitar and that so slightly funky and yacht rock vibe.
Yeah, man.
So this is Da Bish with Man Machine right here on Night Ride FM.
And yes, once again, that was Man Machine by Droid Bishop. Always.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Bish.
Yeah, he's amazing. We have a 1-2 punch. We got
Yes, sir.
This one's actually a premiere.
Yeah,
That's
so
very exciting.
I know New Jersey artist Annie has been busy with family, winning all kinds of awards for theatrical music and compositions.
Yeah, crazy
And
stuff.
we are going to have her on the show in a couple of weeks.
Oh, very nice.
But she's back to grace us with some wonderful tunes in the synth community. And she's hard at work at a new album. But until then, she allowed us to premiere this new single.
Ooh.
So here it is. This is Annie with Wearing Black right here on Night Ride FM.
I'm gonna change my ways. I'll never be the same. I'll be wearing. I'll be wearing.
And yes, that was Annie wearing black. Very
Yeah.
nice.
We were just remembering that her husband is now a platinum record producer
I know.
for K-pop Demon Hunters and a bunch of other things, and they were on like Jimmy Fallon.
K-pop Demon Hunters is like all my kids are like singing these days, and it's pretty wicked that they're all involved in that stuff. That's just insane.
Yeah, so we can forgive her if she's been out of the synth scene for a few months.
She's been a little
Busy
busy.
touring Hollywood and New York.
Oh
And
my
derp.
God, but that's all. In fact, I believe we're going to be having her on in a couple weeks. So
Yes, 28th, 2 Tuesdays from now.
So
she'll
how
be
about-
on as a guest.
how about that?
She'll give us a lowdown.
In the meantime, let's talk about some touring and events. We have
Right.
all kinds of wonderful events lined up in October and beyond. Maybe I'll kick it off here talking about October 11th through the 25th. We have Nightmare Over Europe with Midnight Danger, which is in Europe.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And I know the Midnight just finished their tour in Europe.
Oh, that's right.
So, so now us North Americans have to wait a year. But until then, October 25th, live at the No Fun Bar, it's Oddity, Dream Commander, and Velocity 128, and that goes down in Portland, USA.
Very good. We have October 25th. We have the ONA Electronica with Dream Kid, Marvel 83, The Last Concord, Oblique, and Challenger. That's in Barcelona, Spain.
Also on October 25th, Neon Paradise, that goes down in Cologne, Germany, and that's going to feature a bunch of Finns, go figure. Ace Buchanan, Millennium Falk, and Levinsky.
Very good. October 26th, we have Bad Bar. I love Bad Bar. With User, Danielle Quasar, we have Oddity, and Dream Commander. That's in Seattle, so maybe we'll see Karin at
There you
that show.
go. November 5th to the 6th, or December 6th, it's the Perturbator European Tour featuring Perturbator himself, plus Ghost, Kylan Mikla, and some special guests like LeBrock and whomever. They're touring Europe and the UK.
Very cool. November 17th, we have Live in LA with Wolf Club and Colors. That's in LA.
Yep. November 21st, Street Lethal, with featuring Megatronics, Power Rob, Helix Code, and Rubicon Sky. That goes down in Wilmington, US.
And then we have on November 22nd through December 13th, we have the Action and Romance 10-year anniversary tour with LeBrock, with support from Wolf Club, New Arcades, Phoenix, Necronoise, Hollywood Brown, Sky Racer, and Misery Kids. That is in the UK and Ireland. Cool show.
Now, I was going to read this one off, but Neon Nox told us it might not happen.
Uh-oh.
December 12th in Helsinki, there was going to be Jeremiah Kane, Neon Nox, and Sandman, but it might not happen. So you can read the next one.
All right, so one bump on that one. March 10th through the 22nd, we have the End Complete Tour with Carpenter Brute.
Got Brute.
Yeah.
Oh, and oh yeah, I did add it. Cool. All right, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, all right. So March 31st to May 5th.
More.
Carpenter Brute,
Carpenter
but this
Brute.
time in North America, touring with Health.
Yes, that's
And
going to be a show. Not to
I
miss.
done forgot to put that the Midnight has announced and tickets are on sale.
Oh, yes. Tickets
for their North American show,
on
which
sale.
goes down, I believe, in April.
Yes. Let's just say that they're just nonstop touring for
Yeah, so for a month they're going to be doing North America,
for forever and ever.
and tickets are on sale right now. So, like Carpenter Brute, the Midnight and Carpenter Brute, they sell out. So if you haven't got a ticket, buy it now, even though it's like 2026.
Yeah. All right, and then quick, we have a listening party on October 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Future Analog, the Hope Volume 2 listening party. So if you like to just hang out with a bunch of streamers and people on the interwebs,
On Bandcamp, yeah.
on Bandcamp, you can hang out and listen to Future Analog's new album coming out. So how can we find out about all the events in Synthwave, Mr. Jules?
Oh, you just type in Synthwave events in your Google search, and the first link that pops up is the Night Ride FM Synthwave events calendar blog.
It's that easy. In fact, I have one of my coworkers. He's like, I really love Synthwave, and honestly, I go to your website because it's got all the events right there. It's the best source, and that's coming from my coworker. He's not in at all. I'm not paying him any money to say that. So
By the way,
great.
going back to the midnight, January 24th to the 25th, they're actually going to be in Mumbai, India, for Lollapalooza, India.
Well, that sounds fun.
And then their North American tour starts April 16th through to May 15th. So they start in Miami, and then they end up in LA.
Well, very nice, very nice. Well, very good. We are just about rounding up our show here. We got a couple more tunes to play, and I can't wait to play this. We are going to be beating out Karin for this one because she's waiting for the Halloween episode. We don't really have a Halloween official episode. We drip it in, you know. That's how we roll.
Karin does a Halloween show.
Yeah, we're not organized enough for that, so we're just gonna play it. But you know, it's a premiere and stuff, so we're gonna pat ourselves on the back and bring you some premieres.
Yeah,
you're awesome.
Our favorite duo from Michigan, Von Kaiser, has a new titillating yet eerie track dropping for the spooky season, and this one features all Kaylin's vocals. There's no Dave in this, so we get a refreshing dose of Kaylin, aka Squirrel. And we get to play it early.
Put it in my
So
veins.
thanks to Von Kaiser and Retro Synth Records. The lyrics are a metaphor for bad relationships, but they pay homage to our favorite movie monsters. So here it is, courtesy of Retro Synth Records and Von Kaiser. This is Xenomorph right here on Night Ride FM.
You crawled inside of me like a parasite, left my heart frozen in cold starlight. No one can hear you scream in space. You were never mine, just a lie, like an acid kiss in the dead of night. No one can hear you scream in space. Now I see you clearly through infrared eyes. A predator dressed in lies. No one can hear you scream in tie me up in a vicious lie, an alien cocoon for life. Store me away for later use, but I won't stand for the abuse. You made me your nest, and then you fled, but I'll burn this ship before I'm left for dead, dead.
And yes, that is Von Kaiser with Xenomorph.
Yeah, Kaylin singing those lyrics, it'll give you a rise. It's just so awesome.
Yeah, it's always good stuff. We love having Von Kaiser in our ears.
I can't wait for our next Von Kaiser show.
We gotta
It's always a party.
We gotta do a season finale with Von Kaiser.
Yes,
I think that's just make them like, we're just gonna make them co-hosts or just make them hosts like we did before, and it's so much fun doing that because it's fun because they're fun people. They're our friends and we like them. So shout out to Von Kaiser. Shout out to Retro Reverb Records. Retro Synth Records. It's getting late. And I have a failure of words. So let's play another track. Speaking of,
this is a favorite of yours.
more ladies.
And mine. Yeah, we
it's
got more ladies.
ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
Feeling all right.
Feeling's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, French. Actually, really Swedish. Artist
I'm not going to
YOTA
quit my day job.
has dropped a new single on New Retrowave. And she's once again partnered up with Lifelike. So, yeah, Neon Nox would love this.
I love this track.
So, yeah, they're here to deliver this amazing track, which hints at a new album to come. Because I know YOTA has a new one.
Yes, indeed.
So here it is. This is YOTA with At Night, right here on Night Ride FM.
And yes, that was YOTA with All Night. And I honestly, I could listen to that all night.
At night.
There's no pun in... Well, yes. Okay, I messed up. Of course I messed up the title. But I can listen to it all night. That's what I'm...
At night, all night.
That's what I'm trying to say. All night, at night, all day. YOTA in my ears, and I will listen to her.
I can't wait for the new album.
Yeah.
Because you know the caliber of people she works with on her album.
I mean,
it's like the who's who of French touch.
Yeah, it's always an incredible experience. I think we're having her on the show in a couple weeks. So, yay us. Hooray. And then,
Yeah, we're going to have Annie. We're going to have YOTA.
It's ladies. The ladies are taking over synthwave, I guess. That's where we're headed. So I'm very excited about that. I love it. So YOTA coming up, new banger album again on New Retro Wave because they know how to put good stuff on their label. Where are we at here? We're done.
I think it's time to wrap up. So
let's go.
Yeah.
Home.
Let me just do a quick wrap up. What? Ooh, I know. I'm gonna rattle off because Craig likes when I do this. Rattle off all the folks we had in the chats tonight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So we had Signal Void and Distarian and Data, Beal Seal, Impulsor, Craig Packman, Baby Commando, Z was in the house, Boop, still around, Pale Vision, Computer M, Nightify, Jeff Creature, Powerplay Milo, Michael J, Storm was in the house, and Serious Cat.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice
so thanks guys for tuning in.
Yeah. Very good. Thanks so much for listening. You can support us patreon.com/NightRideFM. Actually, support Night Ride FM because they are the guys that are keeping things going, keeping that synthwave going in your ears.
The servers, the website, the music, streaming these 20 different channels of space synth and data synth and horror synth
and not only is it just making the sounds and making the station, it's also the maintenance. So we had our archives go down because shit happens.
Web Demons crash.
Z got right on that. And we have the archives back up so you can listen to our show once again because all our shows actually are served out of the archives. We actually use the URL link to go into our feed. So if you listen to us on Spotify, you're listening to the exact same show as the one that is in the archive. So you have different ways to check it out, but we like checking it out any way that you want to check it out because you guys are great. So support Night Ride FM on Patreon. You can also go to our website too, the stateofsynth.com. I almost forgot the name of our website. And yeah, we have a little link too. If you wanted to buy us a beer, we will drink a beer with you or without you, your choice. But we will enjoy that beer, and it's always nice.
Or something else.
Or something else too. Yeah, I've been drinking less. I've been drinking more pomegranate juice, Jules. It's been delicious.
I'm just drinking my pops and my orange juices, and
it's a treat for me.
Iced teas.
I love it, and it gives me energy, man, to keep doing shows like this. Special thanks to Neon Nox. You are amazing. Thanks a lot for coming on the show. Special shout out to Retro Hit Radio. That's who I was trying to say earlier when I misspoke and didn't say Retro Synth. So all the retros, the hits, the radios, the synths, all the people out there, shout out. Retro Hit Radio, basically they are the I want to say the New Zealand version of Night Ride.
New Zealand / Australia because they moved to Australia, but they're like Night Ride. They play synthwave and 80s hits all day long. Go to retrohitradio.co.nz.
Who doesn't like that, right? I mean, it's the best of both worlds.
One other thing, I gotta do a shout out to Jorik, who joined us in the IRC chats. We're just wrapping up the show, Jorik, but thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
And I also want to say that we were talking about having YOTA on. She's planned for November 11th.
Ooh.
October 28th, we're gonna have Annie before that.
Very exciting.
Next week, hopefully, New Division. We'll see.
We'll see. We reached out to them. If not, we have maybe it'll be a surprise. We don't know.
Also, after YOTA, back to back, we're gonna have Chroma Cloud and Arena.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. So we're Even when we take a week break, we're still packing in the artists.
Yeah, we like to deliver some good quality guests. We have an amazing lineup for you, too. And we're only about halfway done our season, so we run all the way up until December. So, yeah, enjoy some more great guests and some more synthwave. And we're going to leave you with one more track here.
Yes.
This one is another amazing track by another female artist, so look at us.
Yes, sir. We're going to play you out with a new track from Seattle artist Megan McDuffie. This song is slow, moody, and perfect for the season.
Ooh.
It's catchy yet haunting. It features Meg's amazing production and vocals. And it features the release. If you get it on Bandcamp, there's 4 versions of the song in case you want it slower, faster, or instrumental.
You get it any way you like it.
Yeah, so here's Megan McDuffie with Are You Real? From all of us here at Night Ride FM. Have a great night.
Thanks a lot, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.